Hello everybody, this is Miles Luigi and welcome back to my Jet Set Radio Jet Rank with Pots Run, where we find ourselves at the Benten mission in Chapter 3, Benten Burning. Oh wow, that kind of looks like a pyro. Nudge nudge, that'll be the second task force. There is a really annoying part of this level that becomes apparent right away pretty much. There is essentially only two areas in Benten have cans. This big giant strip mall has cans, and the area with all the rooftops has cans. But every other area in Benten right now has absolutely no spray paint cans, which means you basically have to run back and forth. And since I'm playing as Pot's character, I can only kill with 7 cans, I'll be running back and forth a lot. So this is a level where it can really be beneficiary to pick one of the characters that can hold 30 cans, 40 cans. You can unlock the noise tanks and they can hold 50 cans. They were literally made for their own level, I guess you could say. But Pot's not the ideal choice for this level because now I have to do a shit ton of running around, collecting cans, and making the most out of 7 can capacity that I can. So for example, you know, I collect a good number of cans. The bright side, all the cans in the strip respawn whenever you leave the strip and come back. So that's pretty useful. And just a single grind on that one rail that has all the cans on it will usually fill you up all the way. Usually, unless you're playing as one of the very, very high can capacity characters. Anyway, now we're at the O, and just to say, if we're playing as nearly any other character, I could actually completely spray up the O with a 15 can capacity. I believe 15 is enough, but I can't do that with bots. You can only carry 7, so I literally have to get the 7-stroke graffiti and then run back and then spray up the rest of the O. I'm not joking. I wish I was joking. This is, in my personal opinion, kind of a flawed design decision. Now, what I'm doing here is if I would have made this jump, which I didn't, but I got really close, is I would have gone to the rooftop area of Benten and collected cans there, which frankly would have made the video a little bit more entertaining, but sadly I'm going to be doing it the old schmoldering, boring way. I suppose I haven't commented yet, though those big judo-like guys are called, they are literally big judo guys. They're big, dumb, tough. They also have tunnel vision. That means you can literally skate right behind one of them and start spraying the graffiti that they're covering, and you can usually complete it and they'll never notice. The only caveat to that is sometimes, just sometimes on some of the graffitis, if you do that, you start spraying, and then you get hit right away because your hitbox kind of ran into them. But during your invincibility frames, you can continue getting the rest of the graffiti. So they're pretty dumb, I guess you could say. Although if they do actually see you with their tunnel vision, they'll start moving towards you really slowly. And they do hurt really, really bad if they do actually hit you with one of their attacks. I believe they have like a roundhouse kick and a punch of some kind, but they're so slow I almost never pay attention to them. Thankfully, we finally have cans, thank goodness gracious. And we can finish spraying up the O here. And that's good. I want to spend as little time as possible at the O because I'm just not that great at performing tricks here. Next destination is the rooftop area of Benten, where thankfully there are cans there. If there weren't any cans here, this level would be really, really hell. Another thought that slipped in my mind when I was planning on this level is that there is kind of a, what's the best way to describe it, a subway system in Benten that connects the O to the big rail area in Benten. And that's actually a really, really good area to rack up a lot of tricks and get a lot of points from tricks. And I was honestly thinking about just going there so I could rack up a fair number of tricks and travel from the O to the rail area of Benten, but I ultimately decided against it. And the main reason I decided against this is it is quite a large detour, and couldn't really exactly fit it in with the way I planned on going through the level. I planned on doing the O first and then going to the rooftop area of Benten. If I was going to the rooftop area last, it would make a little bit more sense, because then I could have taken that sewer system to the rail area. At the same time, though, I'd have to collect cans first. When I do normally play through this level, though, I do take care of, there is a 7-stroke optional graffiti down here with all the train tracks and the not subway system, just train area. But sadly, it's just not feasible for me to do that with pots unless I really want to run around on the level that much more. And I mean, at some points you run around the level so much you run out of time, you know. But I do take care of this one because we're finally at the rooftop area of Benten, and you know, there's cans to pick up here, so thankfully, you know, I can take care of graffitis like this. Plus, I hate saving this area for last. I sometimes do, and I hate myself for doing it. The second tier response, that pyro guy that you saw before, is frankly pretty annoying in this area. So I prefer not to deal with him when I'm in this area. So here you'll see exactly, well, not this guy. Well, I guess you will see it. You notice how I did get hurt even though I was just spraying the graffiti. You just got to take that hit and then just continue spraying. You really don't have any other option unless you want to try to lure him away, but that totally isn't really worth it. I mean, it's a lot better for him to be completely oblivious while you're standing behind his back spraying the graffiti than to try to lure him out, especially when you see how slow he is. He is really, really slow. I'm not joking when I say that. He is obnoxiously slow, especially since I'm playing as, you know, Pots. He is naturally a good technique character, so he flies around pretty quickly. There we go. But you see, I sprayed that graffiti. He barely moved at all. Not able to get very far at all. Can't. Anyway, there's a fair number of good optional graffitis, and thank God this area actually has cans. I can actually think about taking it. Good number of them. But I do, this is the theme of this level, is good can management, because you'll notice that you can actually pick up cans, even if you are at the can capacity, and if you pick up lots of cans, you could be left over without having very many cans and waiting for the stupid cans to respawn. Like here I go down this grind rail, you'll notice I picked up, I don't know, what was that, 10 cans, and I'm only able to hold 7. I could have tried jumping off, but that probably wouldn't have ended very good. Assassin number 3 will be there shortly. Be careful. You can expect fire damage. And since someone asked in a previous video, I might as well point it out. It's something I actually did not know. Sometimes when you see me spray the bigger graffitis, you'll see a plus 50. It is to my understanding that plus 50 is awarded for you when you complete the stroke accurately, not when you complete quickly. I've always thought it was completed quickly, but from what I read online, it's actually if you complete the stroke accurately, and I tend to get straight lines and the loops accurate, and for some reason I never seem to get the curves accurate. I don't know exactly what's up with that, so I wish I could tell you. I don't know why this cutscene takes place at the O. The O is a completely different area, but the Pyro is now here. Keep in mind this game came out in 2000. Team Fortress 2 came out in, what, 2007? Oh, yeah. Anyway, spray that last graffiti, and now we can make our way off to the rail area in Benten, which is our last area. Now, if you're looking at the video seeking down below, you'll notice that I do spend a fair amount of time in the rail area of Benten. First off, there's no cans in the rail area of Benten, which is a damn shame because there's a lot of graffitis to spray here. But on the other hand, I believe I mentioned this earlier, this is one hell of a great area to build up tricks, and this level has a point threshold for Jet at about 65,000, and I'm not even halfway there yet. So naturally, I'm going to be utilizing this area to the best of my ability to rack up as many points as I can for until I complete the level. The time bonus I would get at this point, if I were just to complete it now, probably would not be enough for Jet. So we're going to be grinding around a lot, and I love this area for just grinding around a massive ton. There's some optional missions you could do, jet technique missions, where the mission is literally grounded around as much as possible, and those are pretty fun, although kind of sucks whenever you mess up a trick. The tricks always start, you know, counting at 10 and then move their way up, and whenever you mess up, you start back at 10 and you quit racking up the 100 points that give you lots of points. But for example, darn it, I missed that rail, darn it. You can go back to the strip in Benten, pick up some cans, grind on the rail, and then continue your grind on these little center things on the road, at least most of the way, and then you grind all over the, what's the best way to describe those staircases? It's like Las Vegas, except I guess this is Tokyo, or representation of Tokyo. Basically sidewalks that go over the street because the street is too damn busy, although right now with that Pyro Assassin going around, there isn't too many cars in this area. Local news, dog outruns assassin. I would like to see that news story. Intelligent dog on rollerblades outruns assassin. Don't put rollerblades on your dogs, everyone. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. This area is just made to grind for a lot and infinitely, and I love it. And sometimes when you press back and forth on the control stick, the game likes to throw your trajectory off wildly. If you ever start playing this game, my best recommendation was, whenever you're trying to jump from rail to rail at first, just let go of the control stick, because then your character goes forward guaranteed. If you even have a slight nudge on the control stick, your character will fly off pretty wildly in a direction, and sometimes they'll fly off really far wildly, which is what you're seeing me sometimes do in these videos, because I'm trying to hit back and forth on the control stick, and even a slight deviation from perfect forward causes Pots here to just fly off in a direction I don't want them to go in. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. Hell yes, this is what I've got to do to get the jet rank in this level. I would kind of wish I could do it fast. With a high graffiti character, I could do this level fast and get jet rank, but yeah. I don't know why. I hate the fact that the game has an occasional statue like that that's a 3-stroke graffiti. I kind of wish, like, why didn't they just put the stupid golden rhino graffiti on the ground or something like that instead of putting the statue here and then 3-stroke? It's just confusing because I see one of those statues. I think, oh, single stroke, spray, done. Nope. 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 Doesn't work like that. And here, I jump up to here, and getting up here is a giant pain in the ass, and you can see that there's an optional graffiti up there. It's a 3-stroke, by the way. Getting up there is a pain in the ass, and I just did it accidentally. Way to go, me. But now I gotta pay attention to how many strokes are left, because I gotta get that score up to 65,000 somehow, you know? And I think I paused at some point to realize I have 1 or 2 left. But even though I have 1 or 2 left, I'm out of cans against, oh gosh darn it, I gotta run back to the strip. If you're playing as any other character in the game, because the next lowest can capacity is 15, Pots is 7, next lowest is 15, you have to make at most 1 detour, and here I've got to make multiple detours. Thank God those cans respawn. If those cans didn't respawn, I would be very angry at the developers of this game and just want to choke them. No, put more cans in the level! God damn it! Oh well, good opportunity to perform some tricks. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Pardon me. Yeah, I believe another good loop around the level, if I perform it well enough, should get my score up enough, although I think I wanted to absolutely make sure I didn't have to go through this level again, so I think I'd do 2 loops around the level. We'll see here. But nice, long, loopy rails. I love this area in Benten. I gotta reiterate that enough. Although the stop sign right there, do you see that stop sign right there? It gets in your way when you're trying to perform tricks here, and there we go. Nicely done. Nicely done. One of the challenges actually you have to do to unlock pots is doing a loop around this area in Benten. The game literally tells you, hey, do a loop around Benten. And I remember doing that challenge. That was so difficult to do, and here I am now just basically tearing up the level, going loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop, back and forth, up and around, and we're almost at 65,000. There we go. Now I've reached the threshold for jet rank, so now I can go beat the level. And I managed to avoid the stop sign. Oh god, the telephone booth got in my way. The telephone booth never gets in my way. What the hell is going on? Last graffiti is up the stairs here, and I didn't know that at the time. I thought it was over there where all the red cans were, and I was completely wrong. I'm like, okay, where is this last graffiti? I know where it is. Okay, it's over here. Okay, look over to the right. Okay, it should be in front of us now. Where the hell is it? I was confused. I didn't even see it when I paused. I'm like, oh, it's up the stairs. Can't quite go up the stairs safely yet, though, because I suppose we haven't seen too much of the pyro guy. He's pretty easy to avoid, but giant pain in the ass when you're trying to spray the giant graffiti is because, you know, fire hurts a lot, short range. Anyway, another jet. This has been Miles Luigi. See you all next time.
Let's get scratching.